Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I'm feeling a bit intimidated because Ryle's looking gorgeous in his suit this morning. Look at you. Yeah, man.
Incredible always. That's just a given.
Thank you. It's 2025, some new energy coming through. Yes. And we got to talk about tech. We got to talk about everything to do with Grant Hinds at the forefront of this. Because in the rapidly evolving tech world, what's next for this year, 2025? From the rise of smarter, more intuitive AR and AI tools to wearable tech revolutionizing everyday life. We're diving deep into the latest trends right now.
Oh, we are indeed. And the man to bring it to the forefront, we're talking about professional gamer and tech enthusiast Grant Hinds in the building, joining us for a look at what to expect from smart glasses that can replace your smartphone to the increasing integration of AI into everyday tasks and how these innovations will shape the way we live and work. Oh. Welcome to 2025. Welcome to the future.
I think I can leave. I think you guys nailed it all.
Oh, we got it all.
Okay, cool.
Is that it?
Everything's done. No surprises, everyone.
So, dude, yeah, man.
We do need to talk about this.
We do, because I'm so excited about it. I've been seeing in my holiday quest for just looking at new inspiration online, I'm seeing so much content with regards to these smart glasses, man. It is looking like the next best thing. I'm seeing footage, content. People aren't even aware of it.
Literally.
It's sneaky, man.
Can I tell you too, Yassine Barnes was here last year.
Yes.
All right.
And he was like taking photos of me and I said...
Did he have the Ray-Ban ones?
And then the light comes on. It was just too much for me. I think I'm an analog kid. I can't...
So the big trend, I think, is going to be people moving away from our phones. I think, like, if you talk to kids, kids actually don't want to be on their phones. I love how parents are, like, so petrified with, like, oh, I can't have, like, kids, like, on their phones. Like, Gen Z does not want to spend time. They want real experiences. That's why, do you guys remember Be Real? The social network.
Yeah, like at the moment, at time,
right?
Gen Z is kind of like moving away from the whole like this hyper polished look on what social media and aren't like stuck into those. They want real life experiences. So technology that kind of facilitates that is technology that disappears. And I've always said like the best technology is technology that isn't like in your face. Like I really like a Kindle because if you use a Kindle, it feels like a book, right? It's not like, oh, have a look at this huge flashy piece of tech. It's this thing I read books on and I shove it into my bag. And I think phones are going to kind of take that route. But to have a pair of smart glasses takes a lot of technology. So Meta released a pair called Orion this year, which is their big front into the space. But to get our chipsets small enough to fit into glasses, to make sure that all the problems of light and AR are like addressed is actually really hard. And we're kind of at that stage now where we can do it. Do you guys remember Google Glass? The Google Glasses, they're like weird specs. It made you look like a nerd, right? Like they were super nerdy.
It's old school now. You think about it.
But now a lot of these companies are working with fashion designers and kind of melding this world of like, how do we make fashionable tech that's useful? I think it's going to be cool for a while, but like, again, we live in the system where like people are going to have to make money out of it and then it's going to become exploitative like our phones are. But I think for the first few years, it's going to be very exciting having these glasses that you can play a board game with friends.
Crazy.
And you can just put your glasses on and be able to experience that, or be able to have multiple. I think in South Africa, it's going to be great because you can use your phone as your hub and you don't have to have a big desktop PC. You can use your glasses as like your projection of your monitors, right? So you could be sitting in public transport and be able to like work on a double monitor PC setup without having to spend the money on a double monitor PC setup. So there are really cool benefits to smart glasses, which I see is going to be the future.
Thinking of everyone in the future just randomly moving their hands around, interfacing with what's on their glasses, but in the real world, it's just like, wow.
Imagine like going to a coffee. You go to a coffee shop now. Everyone's got their like phones and tablet, like laptops out and tablets. But it'll be a similar experience. But people just put a keyboard and mouse, and they'll just look ahead, and they will be able to see their computer, and then still be able to actually address a real person in the room. Right?
Now you're thinking someone's staring at you, trying to get your attention. Actually, no, they're in a Zoom meeting.
So
just talking to people, going, hi, yes, I did the minutes. Oh no, not to you, audience. Sorry, I was talking to my mom. Yes, Mom? Okay, yeah, okay.
Can you imagine? It's like a Black Mirror episode. Okay, sometimes I do feel like I'm in a Black Mirror.
Oh, no, we're going there. We're going there. Don't worry.
Especially with AI. I mean, it's so integrated into our lives nowadays. And Grant, if I'm being honest, I'm still trying to grasp the concept. I'm still trying to, like, figure it out.
Yeah, so we've had AI for a very long time, right? It's all these algorithms have been kind of like changing the way we use social media and how we use technology. It's been a big marketing buzz because we haven't had any great new innovations for the past while, right? So people are trying to sell us on all these cool, like, large language models like ChatGPT and so on. But they're kind of like very complicated and oversaturated, and the average person isn't going to be able to use them. They're starting to integrate them into like stuff like Copilot that happened in 2024. It's going to be called Windows AI soon, or Microsoft AI, whatever they're going to call it. But because of that, I think a lot of these services are just going to become integrated with the workflow, so we don't have to like source out the best and go to TikTok and they're like you know, dudes going like, here are the 5 best ways to make money doing nothing with AI. It's like, please get away, stop.
So more integration into just everyday life is what we can expect.
Yes, and natural integration,
that.
so you don't have to think about it, which is going to be, I think the AIs that come to the top are going to be the least complicated and most helpful.
Yeah, can I tell you, I don't know if this is AI, but you know, usually when you Google stuff, it comes up with like a couple of articles that match what you're searching. Now when I Google things, there's like a paragraph on the top of my search that kind of takes all the data and gives me quite a succinct answer into what I'm looking for, as if it's ChatGPT.
Yeah, so that's Google Gemini, if you're doing Google, so that's their AI. You've got to check that stuff out because it's not really as accurate as you think, but you still got to do your own research because the large language models, they do something called hallucinate. So you will search for something and it will make up information because their job is to sound as accurate as possible.
Right.
It definitely do sound good.
Yeah.
So you take a lot of that stuff verbatim. I've seen people use ChatGPT as a resource for a citation. It's like, do not use, when we were kids, we weren't allowed to use Wikipedia. Don't use like an AI that's making things up to citate your articles. Stop it.
Pulling up trauma here of like citing and referencing things in like varsity days. Stop it now, okay? That's enough. But listen, we're going to ask Hinds to carry on and bring us all the latest when it comes to the trends for this year, 2025, and how technology is going to integrate in hopefully just beautiful ways. But more conversation coming at you in just a bit.